Hi, I'm Reverend Tom Kearns. Welcome to 333 Magic 9, where the tarot cards and the astrology stars come together to help you. There's a lot of wonderful energy coming at you this month, so if you need a psychic and spiritual reading with a little bit of astrology, you can come visit me at Temple Heights Spirituals Camp in Northport, Maine. I'll be there the first week of July or the second week of August, either week. So, it's a beautiful place and it's a great place to get a spiritual reading. Or you can contact me through professorastrology.com. Now, here's what's coming for your sign this month. The tarot cards that will be used this month correspond with the astrology. They are the Knight of Pentacles, which represents methodical action, the Empress, which represents abundance and intuition, the Page of Wands, which represents ideas and adventure, and the Nine of Swords, which represents worry and fear. Aries, the card for the first week of the month is the Knight of Pentacles. Now, this is a practical and often slow-moving energy that suggests that you need to be a bit careful and methodical in business or with money issues. So take stock, take inventory, and remember that slowness is not necessarily a bad thing. It can be helpful. So down here in the astrology, we see that the month begins with Mars in Leo and your fifth house, and he is in opposition to Saturn up here. So this is the fifth house of pleasure. Saturn is in the 11th house of associates, and this is a challenging energy. So take a pause, sort of like the pentacle here. Go slowly. Don't push too hard, and test the waters before making any romantic gestures. They may be rebuked if you are too quick. The same can be said about the things that you value, because Venus is down in the fifth house as well, but she is also in opposition to Saturn. So again, from the 5th to 11th house, the house of romance and pleasure, and the house of associates. So you have to be careful with what your beliefs and value are, because they may be quite a bit different than those of other people, and you have to know that going in. The card for the second week of the month is the Empress. She represents a powerful and stable energy. She suggests that there's a creative energy all around in the air, which can lead to opportunity and abundance. And you may need to follow your deeper intuition. And as we look down into the astrology for the second week, it begins with Venus and Mars in the fifth house, and that is the lovers coming together. Woo! Now, this is a much friendlier energy than the first week, as people are more in sync with one another. So it may be time to push ahead in romantic and also creative pursuits. There's also a beautiful trine between the 4th and the 12th house that connects the Sun and Neptune. Now, this is the house of your emotional foundations. This is the house of your spirituality. And you may feel like you found a little piece of heaven. It's time for a deep personal and spiritual renewal. The card for the third week of the month is the Page of Wands. Now, this is really good energy that suggests some new and exciting ideas can lead you to a new adventure. But you need to plan well, and you need to be quite smart, not foolish. Just think, you might be starting on a exciting new journey. Now, as we look down into the astrology for the third week, the week is energized by Mercury in Cancer and the fourth house, so that's the house of emotional foundations. He is sextile to Uranus in the second house and Taurus, and this is a very good house for resources and money and things of that nature. These energies bring exciting ideas that can help you add to the bottom line. A money problem can be solved by a new approach. But there is also an opposition between Venus and Jupiter, between the sixth house of daily routine and the 12th house of limitation. So that's a warning sign, and it really suggests that any type of excess can throw you off your best laid plans. So you're going to need to control yourself and follow some common sense, especially when it comes to work issues or your daily routine. The card for the final week of the month is the Nine of Swords. Now, it looks like there's a lot of difficulty in the air with the Nine of Swords. Opportunities may be near you, but you must clarify your mind. Fear can hurt your efforts to get ahead. You must ask yourself, are your fears real or imaginary? Make sure you do not get lost in fear. So the fourth week in the astrology features Mercury down in the fourth house in opposition to Pluto in the 10th house of status and career. You must understand that words have power and they can sting. So be sure to think before you speak. If you're not careful, you may expose secret plans that can have some negative repercussions for you. At the same time, Jupiter will be entering the sign Aquarius and the 11th house of associates, and he will be in opposition to Mars in Leo and the 5th house of pleasure. So you're being told here to control yourself and your passions. So make sure you do not bite off more than you can chew. Hi, I'm Reverend Tom Kearns, and this is my story. If you are a spiritual seeker, it may help you on your journey. I believe your spiritual development is as important as your religion. If you look at Christianity, it focuses on the life of Jesus. But Jesus was never a Christian. He was Jewish. If this thought intrigues you, you'll enjoy my new book, Light from Water, Freeing Jesus. It's available on Amazon.com and through fine bookstores. And it may help you on your spiritual journey. I'd like to thank you for watching and thank you for listening. Remember to subscribe because these videos are free and hit the little bell for notifications. And for a special offer, visit my website, internetpsychicreadings.com.